All right, am I live? Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to another gaming session. You know, this is one of those games that I really, I haven't played. I haven't played any of them whatsoever. Let's see. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will kick on, because right now we're in red. Hopefully it'll work itself out. But yeah, this is a game that, I mean, I really haven't been interested in. But right now with Game Pass and the games that are available for it, it's kind of like, well, there are some cool games like this Chorus that's coming out that I'm downloading. It looks pretty cool, but it's gonna take a while to download. So I downloaded Doom Eternal, so I figured I might as well jump into that. So here we are. So hey, if you are new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you. If you haven't done so already, would you do me a huge favor and like this video? Share this video, share the content, of course. Hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified every time I go live when I post new content. Also, if you want to become a member, you can do that by clicking that join button down below. And of course, as always, in the top right-hand corner, if you want to donate, you can scan that QR code for Cash App and donate whatever you want. Or, of course, Super Chats are greatly appreciated as well. So, yeah. But, yeah, so it's going to be my first experience with Doom, any Doom whatsoever. So, I guess without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's see. I guess we'll do. I always do the normal, so I guess that's hurt me plenty. Hey, what's up, the Ashed One? Welcome. Do I have the 20th anniversary theme? I don't think so. I have the one that, well, whatever on Game Pass. That's what I have.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
We must pray now. Pray that he is watching.
Please,
Who's watching?
anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
Yeah, I know this is one of those games that people talk highly about. That's just,
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target
this is one of,
marked.
I just,
The signal
I don't
will
know.
not hold for long.
I'm trying different things here, so.
Not man. What is it? They fear the mark of the beast.
Yeah, also let me know if the audio levels are good. You guys can hear me, hear the game, and all that stuff. Isn't it? This is running smooth.
And we'll mark it on your HUD.
When you damage demon staggered flash. Settings on ray tracing, so it's not on 120 FPS, but I want to get that good look. Audio's perfect. Good. Excellent. Press X instantly. Chainsaw demer for your ammo. Set him up. Jump in the air, press hit, get double jump. Okay. Full auto. Let's see. Light 'em up. think about it so far? I think it's pretty intense, dude. I mean, I get the idea of the game. It's just not difficult. But when in Texas, I guess you try different things.
Remains guarded. You can't.
Ah, he's gone.
The first Hell Priest has been terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
For the sticky bombs. Shows you where your current objective is. I guess punches doesn't do that much damage. Bam, sucker. Bam, sucker. Ah, come on. No fuck. This low ammo thing is getting on my nerves. Jeez. Out of ammo, low ammo, out of ammo, low ammo. No fuel. My goodness. Okay, let's get some more ammo. Hey, what's up, Frosty? Welcome, dude. Really family friendly. Yeah. This was for the kids. Got a big one. Oh.
Behold the fruits of our labor.
Dang. Totally missed that one.
Take a moment to look around you. Witness the beauty of the world we have created.
Looks great. It's like paradise. Get him. Ah, dang. Now for something. Some ammo, something. Oh, here we go.
Please assemble in an orderly fashion and move towards the nearest harvesting zone.
Mom, got to play Mario Kart. Have I played Rage 2? No, I have not. Oh, here we go. Let's see. backwards. Nice. Sesame. Dang. About to get smoked. Yeah, you got that right, dude.
Cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
Let's see. Got 18 shots left. Man, I'm Run. Golly, man. Yeah, this game is super fast paced. It doesn't play.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yes. Man, there's a ton of like different options. and stuff. All that, buddy. Light him up. Got no more grenades. Low on health, low on ammo. Yet again. That's new, right? Living life on the edge. Oh, there's some help. Sweet. Ah. There's Bato again. Golly. Ah. There we go. Ah, another one.
UAC would like to thank you for your support during this transition. Your suffering continues to inspire us.
Around here. So,
We welcome you, brothers and sisters, to your new home.
ah, dang. The heck? Oh, I gotta jump on that wall. Oh, over there. I see. Okay.
The UAC would like to thank you for your support during this transition.
I missed. Totally missed. Totally missed. Epic fail, man. I mean, for this game being like super graphically intensive, like, it loads pretty quick. Quite impressive how well this game is optimized for the Series X.
Thank you for your support during this transition. Your suffering continues to inspire us.
Let's try this again. Now what? Oh. I'm gonna jump across without getting burned. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to see how this runs on the Series S as well. Does this blow up? Yeah, it does. Okay. Mama. Yeah. seconds here back in the game. Pretty awesome. Screwed.
Forget about the future.
Oh no. Am I gonna make it out of here alive? Are we gonna do this?
The UAC.
I got ammo. What's that?
Forget about the future. Just Because it takes a lot of hard work to make a prophecy happen.
Dang it.
Forget about the future. To suffer is to be present.
Ooh, yes. Hero Zero, am I doing the both channels or just doing the one?
The UAC.
I kind of switch back and forth.
It takes a lot of hard work to make a prophecy happen.
Right now, I'm really trying to get as much ad revenue as I can. So, and then donations and stuff. So right now, I can only do it on here. Now, this video might get demonetized because of the content, but I'm gonna try at least. I can see how this game could be played well with a keyboard and mouse, but that's just not my jam. Come on, do something. That's just it, you know, with the demonetization. Sometimes what happens is they'll demonetize me and then later they'll reinstate it. But yeah, it is just a game, but it's still content that may not be so ad friendly. But right now, I don't care. Let's keep all the AdSense as possible, but right now, whatever. But yeah, but the best way to super chats are great. The best way to donate is get a cash app via the QR code at the top right corner. Yes, with super chats and even the AdSense, I only get about 70%, 60 or 70% of the YouTube comments. Whereas with Cash App, I get all the donations. Back to square one. Gaming, this game looks hard. Yeah, it's pretty intense, and I don't even have it at like the top difficulty. It's on the normal settings. But I was forewarned that this is a very challenging game. Try it again. Determined. something here. There's something here. Right here. Oh no. I'm 4%. I got some health. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. 4 again. No. Come on, give me something else. Oh jeez. Ah no. Come on. Left. No. Oh, some. Is that health? Oh yes. Golly. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. Okay. So close. But so freaking far. One thing is another. Roach. That! Dang. Golly. Wow. This is ridiculous. Get him. Ah, no. No. Oh, man. I was just a second too late. Ah. Wow. Oh, jeez. Hey. Back to low health. Get him. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Holy
The
yes.
Maykr is nearby.
Finally.
She is inside that demonic citadel. I will mark her location on your HUD.
Man.
The gathering of Hell Priests is located just above your location. My scans indicate there is a lift at the center of this facility. Maykr is present at this gathering, but when outside of her domain, she is by all accounts indestructible.
How can this be? No man can pass through the gate. This stops nothing. The sacrament of this world to the great Khan Maker will be made, and the energy will be restored once again. As it is written, from the souls of the non-believers, you will not save them from their judgment.
You go too far this time. You cannot interfere. This is humanity's chance to repent, to give service to us. You cannot resist.
Frosty still out there? Get a new job yet? Nah.
Activating the portal now.
No job yet, dude. I got my first thanks but no thanks. Just today, so. But I'm looking, I'm applying and seeing what's available, but I'll probably get an interview sometime in the middle of next month for back at the DMV, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I'm still looking around for jobs here that pay well, not just any just regular job.
I do not have the means to
Jobs that pay
locate
well.
the second Hell Priest. Your celestial locator is missing a component. We will need a replacement. I've completed the redesign of your equipment launcher. The flame belch is now ready for your approval.
Nice. Flame belch.
The portal is activated and ready when you are.
Wowie. Shazam. There we go. There. Blood punch. You enjoying this game? You loving this goopy, gory mess? I it's okay. It's like I said, it's not really a game that I gravitate towards, but I mean, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I know this game is critically acclaimed and all that stuff. It's, I don't know, it's just not my the game I would typically play. Maybe it'll grow on me in time, but right now, it's okay. Yeah, I'm not a hardcore action-packed type of guy. Type of gamer. I'm an anomaly, that's what I am. I'm unique to my own faults. I mean, the game doesn't suck. That's one thing. If the game sucks, I'll let you guys know and tell you that. So it doesn't suck, but it's... I don't think it's this masterpiece either. Yep, you got it, Frosty. He's playing the show. Sipping on some Dr. Pepper or some Mountain Dew. Yeah. We're even playing some Halo too. Some Halo multiplayer. Doing that. Or some Red Dead Redemption. Oh, and I'm locked out. That's why I can't go back. Yeah. Well, that wasn't great. How come I haven't tried Crossfire? Because I heard it sucked. And I mean, I tried it when it first came out, but I don't know. They didn't have their stuff together, so I just haven't tried it since. That ain't good. Ah, another one of those fools. Roaches. trains. Yep, a dash to dad. Mud death.
Cannot kill the priests. You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. It is written. It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Electricity bad. Electricity very bad. Insufficient life. Wowza. Oh. Get a little more health here. Huh? A little health. Got it.
This central battery can be used to provide additional power to your ship. Several modules remain unused. Finding more batteries will enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
Oh, man.
Rebuild the celestial look.
Ah, my. Dang. Go through this nonsense again. I sure did. I smell brownies. All right, so yeah, I've been going hard at this for about an hour and a half. And because I was playing it, the chorus is still hasn't been downloaded. That's the thing that, oh my goodness, at my home, uh, yeah, I was not getting 25, 30 megabits per second. I was getting like 500, 600. So downloading a game wasn't that big of a deal. Whereas here, I mean, they have very fast. My dad and my stepmom, they have very fast internet. 1,000 up and 1,000 down. They have fiber, but since it's a bigger place, and this is off of Wi-Fi, where I'm at, the Xbox is only getting about 30, maybe 35 megabits per second. My laptop is getting better because it has Wi-Fi 6E. Yeah, Wi-Fi 6E, so it gets a strong signal. But the Xbox does not have Wi-Fi 6. It's got Wi-Fi 5, so yeah, that sucks. But anyway, let's see. Jay, hi handsome. What difficulty is this? How do you like it so far? I just put it on the regular, the normal difficulty. I'm not trying to be a hero here. You know, I just put it. Whenever I play a game, I always put it on just a normal difficulty. How I like it so far. I think it's cool. I see the appeal of the game, especially because this is a game that's been out since I was a kid. I remember um, there was a buddy of mine, kind of a buddy, just a guy that lived down the street from me, and he had the first Doom on PC, and I remember that I had to stay at his place for a little bit before my parents got home, uh, and so we rode the bus together and all that, the school bus, and so that was my first exposure to Doom. Um, but this is back. I don't know when the first Doom came out, but it was back probably in the early '90s. Yeah, probably probably yeah, probably 1990, 1991, something like that. But yeah, and I have not played any of the Dooms uh, since then. But I know that this one, got great reviews, great graphics. I mean, you can pump out up to 120 FPS, uh, ray tracing. I mean, it's a staple game for graphics and just gore and just like crazy madness. But I mean, I'll I'll probably get back into it tomorrow, or sometime later on this week. But I definitely want to try out this chorus game as well, whenever it finishes downloading. So maybe I'll do both tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow is actually tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I might be kind of busy. So I may jump back on either late tomorrow night or Friday. Um, my my dad and my stepmom, they have a cleaning lady that comes in every other Thursday, and tomorrow's the day that she'll be here. Last time uh, was the first time that we were here, and so normally it takes her probably about 2 maybe 3 hours to clean up the house. This time it took a little bit longer with our mess. So yeah, so we're planning on actually going to Houston and spending the day out there because it's only like an hour away. I wanted to go to San Antonio and go to the Riverwalk, but it's gonna be like 105 here. It's gonna be super hot, and with my big family and my youngin, my young daughter, it's just like being out when it's super hot. And the thing is, when it's like I checked the weather yesterday here, and it said like 97, like 95, 97. But then it says, but it feels like 107. So so yeah, because of the humidity and I think too here there's a lot of like the air is cleaner. So whereas when I was living in the valley in California, the air is not clean at all. It's full of smog and the ozone layer and all that stuff. And so the UV rays would still penetrate through all the smog and the nonsense, but it's not as direct because it's going through smog and all the nonsense. Whereas here, the air is clear, and so those UV rays are just piercing through your soul, man. And so, yeah, my kids they got some of them got burnt, others got like tan, like dark, from being outside, being in the pool and all that. But but yeah, yeah. Overall, I mean, if you're inside, it's not that big of a deal with the AC on. But yeah, when you go outside and out in the open with no shade, it feels like 107, even though it's 97, 95. Oh, it was hot. It was very hot. So, Prigs Mix season. I'm not even trying this game on a controller. Yeah, it's definitely a game that I could see the benefits of utilizing keyboard and mouse. I'm just not a keyboard and mouse guy, player. I've never been a keyboard and mouse guy or player, but I could definitely see how you could definitely like maneuver very quickly, especially at 120 FPS with the mouse if you're quick on the trigger and all that. So I could definitely see how that would definitely benefit the player in this type of game. Doom Eternal, The Age of Gods is 200% more difficult than the base game. Can't beat Part 2 on a mouse and keyboard with 200 FPS. On a controller, not possible. I play Doom Eternal. I actually get motion sickness. Oh, yeah. About 30 minutes. Still finish Doom Eternal. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if your monitor doesn't have a high refresh rate or a quick response rate, then yeah, yeah, you can get some serious sickness. I know when my kids play Minecraft, my wife uh, doesn't like watching them play it because she gets sick. But then again, and even in car rides, she gets sick in car rides too. So she's just, that's just her. But great video gadgets. Thank you, Frosty. Thank you, dude. Is it hot? It's hot, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not unbearable. Like the other day, we went to Waco, Texas, and the big thing about Waco is I wanted to go to Waco, Texas, for the Dr. Pepper Museum. That's the reason why I wanted to go. I've been to Waco, Texas twice already, and both times that I've been out there, I was unable to go to the museum because they were closed. Well, the first time was because we didn't have enough time. The second time because it was closed. So I was like, well, the kids wanted to do something, my wife wanted to do something, so like, yeah, let's go to Waco. So Waco is about 3 hours away, and we went out there. We ended up going to the Dr. Pepper Museum. It's pretty cool. Um, it was very interesting because just how the advertisers would say that Dr. Pepper would give you strength, give you hydration, um, make you better looking, all that stuff. It was those ads, back then where people didn't know better, or the ones that did know and didn't care to tell. Uh, and I was thinking, like, man, like nowadays everybody's so cautious about chemicals and BPA and GMOs and all this stuff, and we're not different. We are as well. But it's like, man, like it just seems like back then things were just people were just happier overall. There was a better quality of life. There wasn't as much issues and just nonsense that goes on in the world like it does today. And I wonder if that's because people just live their lives. They smoke their cigars and cigarettes and drink their whiskey and just had a good time. Just enjoyed life. Drank their Dr. Peppers. There was an ad that said that drink Dr. Pepper 3 times a day at 10, 2, and 4. So you get your 10 o'clock pop, 10 o'clock Dr. Pepper. Then you have lunch at 12, of course. So I'm sure you'll drink Dr. Pepper at that time too. And then at 2, got your first break from your 9 to 5 job, or your second break from your 9 to 5 job after lunch, and then you gotta have Dr. Pepper then. And then at 4, it's the end of the day. You want that extra pizzazz, that extra pump at the end of the day to get through the rest of the day. It's like, golly, man, drinking 3, 4 Dr. Peppers a day, like, whew, jeez. But back then, of course, they used real sugar. Uh, they used real, flavoring, caramel, and all that stuff. And now it's kind of everything's artificial. So I don't know. I don't know which one's better, but I like Dr. Pepper. I really do enjoy it. Even Diet Dr. Pepper. I enjoy Diet Dr. Pepper. But yeah, so I was interested to go check out the museum, and it was cool. The kids enjoyed it. But then after that, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this power couple. They have well, they were on Home and Garden television, called their names are Chip and Joanna Gaines, but they're huge in Waco. That's how they raise their family, have their business and all that, and they have like a whole, like, it's pretty amazing what they've created. It's like a whole like event. They got it centers around these two silos that are huge, that they recreated into like a makeshift store for their merchandise. They got a lot of home goods and like a lot of different just just nice stuff. And it's just a nice place to go for your family to hang out. They have a small like baseball field, and just a just a nice little event place, and it's all in the same spot. It's all in downtown Waco. So when we parked, we paid $10 for parking, and then we were able to go and do all that. And so yeah, that was a good experience, and it was a good drive too. The drive was really just nice and smooth, and I mean, because on a lot of these roads here in Texas, you can drive 75, 80 miles an hour, whereas in California, the max is usually 70. Um, yeah, around 70 miles per hour. So where and that's just because California roads just aren't good. Whereas here, what I have noticed is the roads are flat and straight and long, but there are because of that and because of the high speeds of people driving, there are a lot more like just debris that gets in the roads on the roads, and you got to watch out not only for wildlife, but you got to watch out for bumpers, got to watch out for different tire tread in the middle of the road, semi tire tread, because the semis here too, they can do 75, 80 miles an hour as well, whereas in California they only do 55, 60 miles an hour. So yeah, it's just different. And we've also noticed too with the driving here, like people are nice, uh but we've seen some crazy maneuvers here and a lot of accidents. A lot of accidents. A lot of vehicles with a lot of dented uh, pieces of their vehicle. Um, so whether that's from debris falling on their car or whatever, or on the road, or just people acting crazy while they're driving and bumping into like bumper cars here. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. Frosty, my mom gets sick while watching me play Resident Evil. You get sick in cars too. Yeah, Frosty, 3, 4 sodas a day. Yeah, yeah. Um, that was their advertising. It was 10, 2, and 4. Get your Dr. Pepper. So, but but it worked. But Dr. Pepper is also, I guess, Keurig uh, now owns Dr. Pepper, so it's a big umbrella of a lot of different sodas like Mountain Dew, Seven Up, Dr. Pepper, all the Keurig stuff, uh, Lipton, the Brisk. There was some other ones too. That's all under one umbrella of the company. But yeah, 3, 4 Dr. Peppers a day. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Pepper Zero. Yeah, they had some. They had some like specialty flavors there, but it was pretty expensive, even for the specialty flavors. So I was like, yeah, nah, I'll just stick with the free one. I already spent 30, 40 bucks on the museum to get in, and then at the end you can go across the way and get a soda. Uh, it's like it's a real small soda. You can get it for free, or you can get a dollar off the other ones. But I was like, I was already. I mean, it wasn't super hot, but it just like it was in the mid 80s, so it's probably the best time to go. Because now I'm sure it's in the high 90s out there. But yeah, like I was saying, with those UV rays, yeah, they pierce through um, a lot more efficiently with a lot less obstruction to us mere humans down here. So yeah, it feels much hotter than it actually is. Speaking of Curate Cold, why was it discontinued? I don't know. I mean, if I remember correctly, I think that was the same type of concept as they were going like the Soda streams. So if I remember correctly, um, with the Soda streams, the problem with those is you gotta change out the CO2s, and those things aren't cheap. So to make your own soda, it's just better just to go out and buy your own buy. It's just it sucks, but it's just the way it is. Crafting your own stuff is is not really cost effective, and also the waste that's involved in that too. So that's probably why it got discontinued. Just not the demand that they were hoping for. But it is 2 o'clock here, 2:10. So maybe it's time to have some lunch. I don't know. I don't know. Bro, if you want to make soda, get some sparkling water, add some brown sugar into it, mix it. There you go. Yeah, I could see how that. I think even brown sugar is one of the ingredients, one of the 23 ingredients in Dr Pepper. So yeah, I could see how that can work. But but yeah, but other than that, that's basically it. Just trying to find a good paying job. Um, just had a just have had a lot of heart to heart conversations with my wife, with myself, with my dad, um, and it just sucks. It just like I'm not a guy to take risks at all. I don't. I'm very 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 by the book, very routine, and that's why I was able to be so consistent with my live streams, with my uploads, all that stuff because I have a routine, and once I get in a routine, then that's just the routine. I don't get out of it, and so for me, doing all this crazy stuff, getting out of so many different routines, switching things up. I mean, it's just all this stuff has thrown me for a loop ever since I resigned from my job, and you know, there's just some serious mistakes that were made, um, costly mistakes that I'll definitely learn from. But it's just like, man, this just sucks big time. Especially when you're leading a family and you don't see where. I mean, you could see how you can get out of this, but you're not going to get out of this unscathed. There's people are going to get hurt. People are going to get disappointed. Like I said, money lost, a lot of money lost, and it's just like to to balance that out. It's just very difficult, um, and you know, plans, ideas that were thought up are just not happening the way that they were drawn, that they were envisioned. Um, and the thing is, like with with my dad, my stepmom, like they're very just like, well, just make it happen, just do it, just like. And me, I'm much more realistic and just like Okay, but there's certain things that my wife and I will not sacrifice until till our grave, basically. That that kind of limits our ability to do certain things. Um, so I'm like 80% sure, 85% sure we're gonna end up back in California. I I I just there's a slim glimmer of hope that things will pan out here, but things got to pan out quickly, very quickly here in Texas. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to go back, and it's it's not because we want to. It's just because we know what to expect. We know what's required. We know how to get things working. Whereas here, we're coming in blind. We don't know. Um, and that's another thing too. So since I worked for the state of California for 15 plus years, that's my career. That's my experience. And so to translate that to jobs here in Texas, they're like, okay, you're for the California DMV, but how does that work here? I can work for their DMV here. I just got to go take a test, do well on that test, then I can apply for their that type of position here. The problem with that is they only make about 16, 15 bucks an hour. Um, yeah, they get full benefits and all that, and it's an office environment. Yeah, I could do it, but ugh, man, that is. Whereas working at the DMV in California, I was making about $30 an hour, almost twice as much, and then overtime. You get overtime, so that's time and a half. That's 45, 50 bucks an hour. Yeah. So I mean, the whole idea is to work smarter, not harder. And I don't want to work two full time jobs and then have my wife work on the side just for us to survive. Um, so something big's gotta come quick, or we're gonna be back in California. So it's just it is what it is. I got to provide for my family, and because of the expenses that we took on moving out here, I I'm probably gonna have to go back to work sooner than expected. But you know, lesson learned, life learned. Yeah, life lesson learned. But I don't want to say anything, bro. But sometimes when you're closer to family, things are bad. The further away, the better life goes. If you go back to California, at least you can go back to your old job, get that guap. Yeah, don't work for. Yeah, that's nothing too. Like when I was talking to my dad and my stepmom about it, my stepmom was under the impression that yeah, if I were to go back, that I would start at the bottom. But when you work for at least with the state of California, all your state service, your state credits, your retirement, your pay, everything, it's just it's considered what's called a reinstatement. So you if if you get rehired, then you just reinstate if you're in the same classification. So which I'll try, but I may have to go to another classification that's a little bit lower in pay, or a classification that's a little higher in pay. Uh, but if it's lower in pay, then of course I'll max out at whatever that range is, which is still decent. But if it's a higher classification, then I will start off at the pay of. I think I'll start off at a pay that I was making as an SMVT, senior motor vehicle technician, and then I think I get a 5% raise on top of that right out of the get go. I think. Either way, if I do get this promotion, um, then I'll be making you know 5,000 $5,200 a month. Uh, So plus any overtime that I'm able to get. Like there were some months where I made like 8,000 a month, just off my overtime and then what I was doing. And to go from making that to what I'm making now, I guess it's like man, but it sucks. I just feel like because we had told my dad and my stepmom when they moved out to Texas that we would move out here, and that was 10 years ago, and so for this to happen, like it was like, okay, we're finally gonna move out there, we're gonna make things happen, blah blah blah, this that and the other, and then for our house to just fall from right underneath us and us not have a place to stay and everything in motion, and I mean it's just like it just I'm just tired of making mistakes, and I just want to just nip the mistakes in the butt and just kind of go back to the way things were. Um, and it's not going to be 100% the way things were, but 95% of the way there, you know, um, to the way to what we're used to. That is, if nothing comes up here in Texas, that's worth my worth 2 cents. So, ever own a house back in Cali or do you rent? No, strictly renting. Um, I mean, eventually, that's another thing too. Houses here in Texas, you can get a brand new house for about 200,000. Um, plus 200,000 plus, you can get a brand new house. In California, if I wanted a brand new house, if I wanted a brand new house like out here, I'd probably pay about 350 to 400. So we're not in a position to buy a house, but so we've just rented, and then since we've always lived under one income, under my income, uh, it's difficult to save up to buy a house when you're just not a lot of times you're living paycheck to paycheck, um, and so because of that, it's just hard to get ahead. And we were hoping that maybe with a change of scenery, change of pace, change of life, that maybe that would be the case out here. But as of right now, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it. So yeah. I have 5 kids, man. 5 kids. So um, yeah. I mean, I would like to have another one. Just right now, it's not a good time. It's not a good time at all. But and then as I get older, my wife gets older, the kids get older, like the the chances of us having another one are getting slimmer and slimmer. But you know, it. I have 5 healthy kids. So it's uh it's still a blessing at the end of the day. So you need a hefty pay. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, uh, even though my wife was very frugal, just very simple. So that's that's how we're able to live off of one income. Because my wife was expensive, then no, no, but she's not, and so and then also there's a lot of additional expenses that people don't realize when you have both the the mom and the dad working outside the home. Um, and so it's just if you can, it's always best to just live off one income. to be a single income family. And yeah, that's just how we've always been. And I struggle with being content, and so that's kind of what led me to do these crazy things, to think of these crazy thoughts, and to pursue these crazy dreams. Whereas if I was just content, if I had just like, okay, yeah, my job sucks, but at least we're paying the bills. At least we got money in the bank, a roof over our head, um, rather than wanting more than what's needed. So, um, I don't know if this was a way of waking me up to realize just how good things were. They weren't perfect, um, but they definitely were decent. Um, so and coming out here and kind of being awakened to like, man, just how things are. Uh, like, I mean, I was telling my dad that I I believe that Texas workers are harder workers than California workers, by hands down, because they have to work two or three jobs just to survive. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I mean, unless you're professional, unless you got a degree, then it can be real challenging just doing these mundane entry level jobs. Uh, so yeah, but yeah, time will tell. I mean, of course, I'll keep you guys posted as best as I can, um, as to kind of what's going on. But if anything, you guys will see me periodically live streaming. Um, I do have a product that I gotta review, that a company sent me. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I'll reach out to them and say, I just not in the headspace to do it. Um, and just send it back to them, or what they'll say. I haven't quite decided that yet. It's a product. It's not even out yet. It'll come out, I think, in the end of this month. Um, so I have until then to decide if I'm gonna do the product or not. But all right, Handsome Nation, we'll go ahead and end it right there. If you guys haven't done so already, would you go ahead and like the video, share the content, of course, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified every time I go live when I post new content. Also, if you want to become a member, you can do that. Click the join button down below, and of course, if you want to give monetarily donations, you can do that via super chat, or in the top right hand corner, I got that QR code for my Cash App that you can donate there. So appreciate those that are able to do that, and then also for you guys coming out, hanging out with me playing this Doom Eternal for the first time. And yeah, almost 100 playbacks, 15, 16 likes. So yeah, appreciate you guys and gals. But we're going to leave it right there. And yeah, so until next time, Handsome Nation, thank you and have a good one.